Hello, my name is Bianco. In this video we will have a look at the Swiss military belt. It's part of the history from the Swiss military. Back in 1990, as I joined the Swiss military, they did actually switch to different camouflage and different equipment, and that was a part, that belt was part of it. Prior that, mainly it did use a leather belt. This is not the original Swiss one, but it gives you an impression how that did look like. Basically a thicker, darker leather, often with a black metal buckle style, and then they finally did switch to a more modern version of the belt, and that is what we gonna look at in this video. So we have a metal buckle, typical design with that sliding part here that interlocks with the belt. The belt goes in here, and then as you have it in the correct position, you press on the bottom and on top backwards, and that locks then the belt. To unlock, you simply push that back, and that way it unlocks. And so we see on front the Swiss cross. The part is stainless steel, stamped and pressed into shape with that metal pin there. On the back side we have typical design as well with the clamping part here. We see that the belt has a clamping part there, and as I use a nail or something else, you can simply press that part open, and you can release the belt part. We see there the clamping from the buckle. There we see the tooths from the clamping design. So really simple made. There is no stamping or manufacture date or anything on that buckle. So if you know who made that buckle in Switzerland or the belt, please post that in the comments, because I did not yet find out who made those. So that is the buckle part there. As we go to the belt part, the other side of the belt has a plastic part to prevent it from fraying. The very first ones for quite a while did not have that, so basically you had two ends like this. They simply cut it and flamed it off a bit, but that is now standard, that we have that molded plastic on it. The fabric is really sturdy. It's webbed and like a webbing, but it's not as flexible as usual, and comes in that olive green finish. Then we have often the length. It's a bit hard to see because that is just pressed in. Sometimes it was printed on, but it was always uneasy to read. This is basically the inside, so you would not see it as you wear the belt here on the outside. So the length, I think it's a Meister and 94. So that would be the year of manufacturing, 1994, and the Meister company, whatever that is. If you know those people or the company, posted it in the comments as well. And the length, this one is 100 centimeters. So yeah, you get that thing of course in a different length. This one is rather small for thin people. You get it of course longer and for more heavyweight people as well, and everything in between. But outside Switzerland those are relatively uneasy to get, and because of the material, the thickness and the size of it. Even if you have the buckle, it's uneasy to find the correct fitting part that interlocks with the locking part here and the adjustable locking part here either. So yeah, that kind of equipment is still in use in Switzerland by most people. They did upgrade a while ago to a different combat system, but as best as I saw, the belt is basically still the same. It looks like the same buckle and all that, but the rest, the camouflage, the style and all that got a bit upgraded and changed. So for the main part, most Swiss military personnel or soldiers over there still use that 1990 style belt. So that much about the Swiss military belt.